Good morning, YouTube. Where do we begin? I've had people ask me if I would look into and watch the videos that Mickey Mouse Fan is putting up about Tracey here and talk about it. So that's exactly what I have been doing. I wasn't really sure where to begin with all of this with Tracey because I remember when she used to be a mod and a friend of Lori Jones. And then I don't remember what happened. They fell out, just like Lori falls out with everybody. And Tracey blocks Lori. And Lori thinks that she's taken her channel down when in all reality she's blocked, which is funny. But I would see Tracey live from time to time, and I would watch, and I guess I didn't watch and listen close enough because now that Mickey Mouse Fan has been uploading a lot of her lives, she is a dry beggar. She's up there, y'all. She's high on the dry beggar list. Mickey Mouse Fan had uploaded this live of Tracey's from back in March. Okay. The first time I seen Tracey live with Lori, she was in this old trailer on her daughter's property. She didn't have heat, she didn't have water, she didn't have anything. Like, her life was in this one room of this trailer. I'm assuming the rest of it, from what I remember, the rest of the trailer was pretty much not livable. But she made this one room her home. And I felt bad for her because it was the first time me seeing her, and you don't want to see anybody in that sort of situation, right? Fast forward till now, she has left her daughter's home, her daughter's property, and that trailer was on her daughter's property. And she says that her daughter threw her out, like made her leave. And she's been kind of like homeless and hitchhiking and begging across country to survive. Well, a couple of weeks ago, she got money together from her followers and got a bus ticket for her and her dog back to her daughter's house. She's been gone, 6 months, I think, and she's back. And everything seems okay. Whenever Tracey first got back to her daughter's house, I made this comment in Mickey Mouse's comment section that it seems like her daughter loves her more than Tracey lets on. So, I'm glad that Mickey Mouse uploaded this from March because it's very telling of a lot of things. I'm going to play it and we're going to go through it. It is rather long, so I'm going to try and condense that into something that we can listen to and not get bored. Before we get started with this video, if this is your first time listening to me and you end up liking my content and commentary today, consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell, all notifications, the thumbs up, all the YouTube-y things for me. If you are subscribed to my channel, give your girl some love and hit the thumbs up. And I want you guys to leave all of your comments, all of your thoughts, everything in the comment section below, and we're going to talk about it. So let's get on with the video.
Hello, Puff Puff. Try to keep this up off of its speaker so that you can hear. Hello. Having a really rough morning this morning. Yeah. Apparently, I can be yelled at, but I can't do the being right in this scenario. Yeah.
And she's going to explain the scenario that she thinks that she's right in. And the way that she goes about all of this with her daughter, I probably would act the same way as her daughter. Just being honest.
Yeah, it's not going to be a smiley, happy day today at all. Oh, good. I've gotten so many warnings this morning on my live, people reporting it, that I've dropped down an entire ranking. Well, the grandson that I have custody of, because I'm the oldest living female in my family, and I have had custody of since he was a week away from turning 8.
So what does her being the oldest living female in the family have anything to do on why she has custody of her grandson? since a week before he turned 8 years old. What does one have to do with the other? Curious.
His younger brother is in CPS custody in Louisiana and was given to a family. And the family travels up here to Missouri from Louisiana, stays in a hotel room, and that way he and his brother can hang out. So my daughter decided that she was going to take them. I'm too embarrassing to take. And also decided that she would give permission in that hotel room for him to stay there with these people we don't know. Yeah. And
Well, I'm sure that this is not the first conversation / interaction that your daughter has had with this family. I'm sure there's been many conversations. I'm sure the brothers have spoken on the phone. I'm sure your daughter has spoken on the phone, FaceTime, with this family. I'm sure this trip was planned out. But as we have learned with these people, they only tell bits and pieces of the story that they want you to know.
And then yell at me that I have no right to be worried about it. Act like I don't have just his best interests and that I would like to protect him in mind, and is demonizing me for wanting to know. Did you call him this morning? Were you able to see that they're still in the hotel? Are you
Demonizing? Really? Demonizing? Okay, girl. Yeah, that's a stretch. I hope you didn't hurt that shoulder there, stretching like you did. But it's the way you go about things. Because I know, just from how you've acted this first 5 minutes of your life, you probably came at your daughter with a little bit of attitude, asking if you have spoken to, laid eyes on, whatever, this kid. Okay? And if you come at somebody with attitude, that's what you're going to get in return. As old as you are, you would think that you would understand and know that by now.
You didn't even ask me if I was okay with this, and she said, it doesn't matter what you say.
Well,
it does. Oh, it does. It does fucking matter what I say.
Does it?
It matters enough that I would lose my entire fucking family here. It matters.
How would you lose your entire family, Tracey? How?
And so after yelling at me, she called them back to make sure that she could video see him, and then came outside and said, are you freaking happy? I just called back and made sure. Are you happy? And no, treating me like that doesn't make me happy. So I asked her,
well, I'm sure you treating her the way that you didn't make her happy either.
That's good. It's still abduction. Neither one of y'all have custody, and took the kid and put him in another place.
Hey, Tracey, question. Darling, I have a question for you. You're in and out of your family's lives as you want to be. Who has been taking care of your grandson while you just up and go and do whatever you do? Who's taking care of your grandson? Oh, that's right, your daughter. Your daughter is. She's the one that has made sure that this boy has everything he needs and wants in life, not you. How is it, Tracey, that you are the one that has custody of this 12-year-old boy and you've not been there? How has he been enrolled in school and gone to the doctor and all of these things that the guardian of this child needs around? How has your daughter been able to do all of these things with you not around? I'm sure there is something drawn up somewhere saying that your daughter has some sort of rights and or guardianship of this boy. Seeing how, again, she's the one that has taken care of him.
It's still abduction.
Abduction.
Just because a wild hair is up your butt that you decide you're the best parent and have never made a false judgment call. Wait a minute. Your own daughter who's 9 is not allowed to stay the night at her dad's house. Why is that?
Well, I'm just going to take a shot in the dark here, Tracey, but maybe he's a piece of shit human. I don't know. I don't know the guy, but just an assumption I have. He's probably a piece of shit human.
Because you've made bad judgment calls before.
Bad judgment calls. So because her daughter's father, her daughter's daughter cannot stay the night with her father because just an assumption, he's a piece of shit human, your daughter made a bad judgment call? What does this have to do with anything, Tracey?
So you will let my grandson, your nephew, not her son, stay with strangers who are just in from out.
It is her nephew, but she has been raising him as her son. But you, as the grandmother, have been nowhere to be found. But you want to put this ace in the hole, whatever, because you say, I don't really believe it, but you say you have custody of this boy, even though you've not been around.
Out of town. But not your child stay with its father? And I'm the one that needs to get yelled at about this. No. There was so much time to talk to me about it. They could have picked up the phone and called and said, hey, would you be okay with this? But no, not once. Nope. She told me herself.
Well, because you have not, again, I feel like a broken record here. You have not been the one taking care of and raising this boy. So why would she think to ask you? Why? Can anybody explain this to me?
You have trusted my judgment call for this long. That's the part that needs to be rethought?
Really?
Nope.
But let's also put this out there, guys. Since this was from March 2025, okay? She's so upset about this. She's, oh, I have custody. All these things, right? But what does she do? She leaves. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to stay. Does not take this boy with her, her grandson. Does not take him with her. And she's gone for 6 months. 6 months. She's gone. Why, Tracey? Why? You don't give a shit. You want to live your life, right?
But since the yelling and stuff is still ensuing, I'm just going to sit here on live while it happens. When my son got in an accident and became a quadriplegic, we were all homeless. I had to figure out a way to get a house to help my adult children who had went on about their life. Right, well, she told me, well, he just needs underwear, so I guess he's not coming back tonight. But whenever I got that house and shelter, I took in not just my son who had been into an accident and became a quadriplegic at the time, but my daughter who had ran off and had sex and had a new baby, and the baby was 2. She has beautiful pictures I took and went and got whenever they showed up at the house. Every single day for 2 years, I was sheltering them. 2+ years, it was almost 3 years. I was sheltering them. I babysat my granddaughter the entire time her mom would go to work, and she was building up a business that she has yet to bankruptcy on, and definitely still owes the state of Missouri, along with federal, state, and taxes, and the PPP loan back. So there is looming court proceedings and possibly jail time.
How in the hell do you think that this, your daughter's business, is any of your business to tell to the world of TikTok and the world of YouTube? Why? Why do you think that's your business to tell, Tracey? And you wonder why we say the things about you.
Where these children would not be with her, provided that she got picked up and put into a nice cell. But every hour that she worked, I was watching the granddaughter. Never once did I think, hey, I should just steal this child from my daughter. She can't handle her. She can't take care of this. I instead voted for, you can do this.
What? Nobody is stealing anything from you, Tracey. Nobody. So why are you even talking like this?
You can get on your feet. Of course you can. No, she's busy bailing my son out of jail, and he lives inside the house with them.
Okay. Is that what you're upset about? Is that you're living in this trailer that should be torn down? Let's be honest. And your son, her brother, is living in the house with her, even though, according to you, he's such a bad guy. It's your kids, Tracey. Your children.
You can get on your feet. Of course you can. I love that I can offer you the help that I have right now. Even selling my pickup truck so that we can get the lights on. When she first got pregnant, I was like, oh no, you can't be homeless and pregnant without a car. So I just gave her mine and I hitchhiked. So these are all things that were how I did it whenever she had a child that she didn't quite know what to do. And whenever I have a grandson and my boyfriend took off with my camper and took my only shelter, what her instinct is to take the child from the very person that has protected and helped her, that loved her and protected her innocence growing up, take him and just willy-nilly handing him wherever she wants, because it's not.
Why did you let that happen then, Tracey? If your daughter supposedly stole this kid from you because you didn't know what to do with him, your quote-unquote boyfriend stole your camper, why did you let that happen if you didn't want it to happen?
Not like I can handle it without help. But, I assumed I had the same family that I had helped. Apparently not in that order, though.
Well,
yeah, so last night...
Miss Ungrateful, you do have shelter on your daughter's property, but you're not grateful and thankful for that, right? What in the world is wrong with this? Never mind.
Night, whenever these foster family with my estranged grandson showed up in town, my daughter posed as, we're going to go all hang out and have a good time and go swimming. Well, there is nothing I can do to get that child back from the foster care of Louisiana. I don't have a house, if you can't tell. And so she brought him over there and decided on her own that she could...
Then do something about it. No, you wouldn't do anything about it. That's why you left. After this live, you left hitchhiking for another 6 months. Instead of doing something, get a job or, take care of yourself, get a home. And if you really wanted your other grandchild from the state of Louisiana, you might be able to get him. But no, her solution was running away, guys.
Drop him off with these strangers, and has already admitted that she did that the very first time they ever met also. And she could not take me, who is the custodial guardian of that grandchild, because I would embarrass her by saying, no, he cannot stay with the people we do not know in this hotel room that is quite temporary and could be just left in the middle of the night. No, I don't trust that. But I'm not allowed to not trust that. I am being gaslit that is toxic. It is toxic for me to have a worry about this 12-year-old being with strangers in a hotel room. Yeah, I am definitely the toxic one.
You are definitely the toxic one.
Because I want to protect a child means I am in the wrong. In what parental mind is that a thing? It's not.
What was that? What was that almost came out of her mouth just now?
What parental mind?
Was that a tooth? Was that a tooth that almost popped out of her mouth just now?
I am in the wrong. In what parental mind?
Her tooth. A tooth. Just popped out of her mouth. That's karma for you right there. That's karma for doing this live about and speaking all your daughter's personal business and being the ungrateful woman that you are. A tooth pops out of your mouth and you catch it. This is you catching it right here on a live stream. Goodness gracious. I had to slow that down. And she catches it. Wow.
Is that a thing? It's not. It's not. Right, go out there, hang out, do it every day that they're here in town. Just don't relinquish the child. I protected them and they didn't go through all the tragedies that I went through in childhood. So why is that not a good person to have for your child? And
maybe because you haven't been around. You yourself have not been around. Your daughter has been taking care of your grandson as if it was her own child. Tracey, maybe your daughter does not trust you to stick around. I wonder why.
Yet I'm going to be screamed at and gaslit if I have a concern. Have you talked to him this morning? Did you see that they are still located in the hotel? So you did it on video. You did it on his tablet. He contacted you. No, none of that. God, Mom, what are you doing? These are good people you're trying to gaslight. What am I?
Well, obviously your daughter doesn't think you're a good person. Maybe because you don't know how to stick around and handle your responsibilities. I don't know. I'm just going off of what I see.
A good mother that took care of you. That you're gaslighting. So I asked her, how do child abduction charges work? Since they have a child that the custodial never gave them permission to have, and you gave away the child that you never had permission to give away. And she said, oh yeah, that's how this is. Yeah, law-wise, that is. That is definitely the legal matter right now at hand. That is what your queenness has just played into. I have it. But I do not have a home or a car or funds.
It seems to me that your daughter needs to get custody of this boy to where you cannot come and go as you please in and out of his life and have custody of him at the same time. How is that okay? How in your brain, Tracey, do you think that this is okay?
I am the only one with the paper with his mother's signature and the notary's signature. And no place to go with the child. I thought that it would be fine because she's raising a family. It would be like a blended family, and she wanted him, so that's fine. I'm as the matriarch of the family. I'm the oldest living female. I have say. Yeah, I think that you would be a good parent, or no, your parental mind is not clicking right now. You're not thinking this through.
Wow. So just because you are the oldest living female in your family, you think that you have the say-so to tell somebody that they are a good parent or not. Meanwhile, you are in and out of your family's lives. They don't know where you're at, if you're safe, if you're okay, if you're hungry or hurt. They don't know. But you think that all of that is okay. And you also have the authority to, the authority to tell your daughter if she is a good mother or not. You're not around to know, Tracey. You're not around to know these things.
But they do have a home and they do have income. Right. That is what gave her a crown. Yes, and all of the hopes and wishes are not going to get this better. How does somebody say, no, I won't give you my address. You can't see where we live. You can't come visit, but here's a child. What?
Huh? What?
And then all morning, I've had so many violations that my TikTok has gotten pushed back and pushed back and pushed back.
Because that's what really matters, right, Tracey?
Yeah, I was reading what I wrote. That I would never do this whenever this was my choice to take her child because I had the income, I had the house. I didn't. I said, baby, you got this. Baby, you got this. I'll watch that baby every chance I can so that you...
But that was not an option, I'm assuming. That was not an option. Why would you take her child from her because you had the house? A house that you obviously couldn't take care of because you've not had a house for a very long time. And a lot of people, Tracey, help take care of their grandchildren, their nieces, nephews, whatever, while the parent works. Like, that's a normal thing. That doesn't mean that the parent can't take care of their children. I mean, why? Guys, I don't know.
You can go get this. But that somebody would turn around and do the opposite and treat you so bad after you have done so much for them. That is entitlement. But it's not my old man that's riding around with an open alcohol container under his seat because he's being drove to drinking. Nope. It's not mine this time. It's not me that's about to fall on my ass with nothing to catch me. Oh wait, but I've already done that. Yep. That's because
Nobody can drive somebody to drinking, Tracey. If he is drinking, if he has alcohol under the seat of his car, it's not your daughter's fault. It's not your daughter's responsibility. And again, why are you putting their business out here? Why?
This TikTok thing's algorithm changed to where it feeds on all this negativity and hype and whatever trash they can Jerry Springer out there. The only time that my live gets lit up like that is 20 is comparable to the y'all know what y'all are watching on here. Y'all know what you're supporting. Even I can look and see the twack heads y'all are supporting out here.
And you're one of them. Tracey, you are one of them. The supporters that you have, the names that you have been calling out in your lives lately, you're one of those twack heads.
Yeah, it's the behaviors. If things are all up and Jerry, oh no, Jerry, then it's going to push the algorithm out. Hi, Bonnie. Oh yeah, it just definitely went down. I asked, so you talked to him this morning and you made sure it was on video so that you can make sure that they're still at the hotel, and she's like, no, they're good people. How about you just stop trying to trash them? And I said, okay, so you've never had a momentary lapse in judgment of character. So your daughter's staying the night with her dad now. And so she went back and called again and made sure to put it on video. They're still at the hotel. The only thing he needs is underwear. So apparently he's staying again. And I said, all right, how is child abduction? Neither one of y'all have custody of this child that you're passing back and forth, and nobody has permission from the person that does. And she said, all right, that's how we're playing this now? It never was a game. The game is to protect the child's innocence. I am not its first parent. I'm not the first person that was given this task to. Oh, I'm live restricted again. Somebody just reported me. I don't know what he's not used to a struggle he runs means. Game. It's not game. We all live right here. Yeah. There is no game. We live here. Everybody that's been here on TikTok can vouch that I've been here for 6 months. Yep.
So you've been there for 6 months. The people of TikTok can vouch that you've been there for 6 months. Where were you before that, Tracey? Because you've had custody, according to you, you have had custody of this boy for over 4 years. Where were you? Where was he before those 6 months? But now, all of a sudden, you want to paint your daughter as a bad mother because she did something you don't agree with. And how is it your decision anyway? Because you've not been around. I
can't believe that whenever we were going through this and it was somebody else that needed help, then I was very kind to do the things I wanted to see better.
If you're ready to talk and be reasonable, we can have a conversation.
I'm not the one screaming off the porch, was I?
All I screamed off the porch was the Patrick's fine. I seen him on video.
Nope, that's not what you scream, and I was on live, so saying something different than what everybody heard is not gonna help make it true. Now she's calmly over here saying we could talk instead of yelling at me. Instead of saying that I'm not part of this child.
What? Let's back that up.
If you're ready to talk and be reasonable, we can have a conversation.
I'm not the one.
If you're ready to talk and be reasonable, we can have a conversation. Her daughter came to her like an adult and wanted to talk this out. But you, Tracey, let's listen to what you said and how you acted to your daughter.
I'm screaming off the porch, was I?
All I screamed off the porch was the Patrick's fine. I seen him on video.
Nope, that's not what you scream, and I was on live, so saying something different than what...
Well, that is what you said that she said, that he's fine. She's seen him on video. That's what you said earlier in this video.
Everybody heard is not gonna help make it true. Now she's calmly over here saying we could talk instead of yelling at me. Instead of saying that I'm not part of this child.
But you're not. You're not. You've not been around.
Why? He's not here to see any of this or hear any of this. He is somewhere else, which is why the point of this is going on. He can't possibly be a part of it if he's in the next city. Yeah. So it's not in his earshot. This is not around him. Oh, maybe she is. Well, let me think about her feelings, and I'll just disregard mine again. No, yes. I'm a human too. No.
Yes. Take your daughter's feelings into consideration, you ungrateful bitch.
I'm part of this too. Yeah. So why isn't everybody...
Why? You cannot decide when and when not to be a part of this boy's life. You cannot come and go out of his life as you please. And you keep saying you're the one with custody. So you cannot come and go as you please, in and out of his life, when you feel like it. Stability. He needs somebody that's going to be there and love him and have his best interest at heart all the time, not just when you feel like it. That's why, Tracey.
Everybody a part of it instead of me just being pushed out. No. My kids are 30. Don't go reporting anything. I got 2 more restrictions and I'm not even sure why. I'm exactly not sure why. What did I do on TikTok that crossed TikTok standards? You are too? Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand because I was there whenever she needed help. I treated her like a full-ass adult who went off and had a child. I treated her with respect when she said, this is not going to happen around my child. This is how we're going to do my child. I did those things because that was her child to choose.
What were you doing or trying to do around her child to where she had to say that to you? What did you have going on, Tracey, to where your daughter said, no, we're not doing this around my child? What do y'all think it was?
Yep. That's the respect I showed to her when she had never even earned adult respect yet. Yep. She has raised her voice at me all morning whenever I asked, have you talked to Patrick this morning? She yelled at me, these are good people, blah, 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 blah. So taking it out on me is okay. I'm not a good person. I did not look out for everybody in this family. I have not taken care of everybody in this family, even in their adult years. I'm the only one that does not deserve respect by this family. Yep. And now that's what just happened. She opened up the door and said, if you're ready to talk about it. Why? Because you've decided to calm down and stop screaming at me? I'm on live. So now that I'm in here raising my voice at TikTok, a phone, not at a person, that's when she wants to be civilized? Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Tracey, but you two are not under the same roof, right? So she would have had to have left her house, walked to where you're at, come up to the door and say, she's ready to talk if you whatever. So how was she supposed to know, since you're not under the same roof and she lives in a different house than you, that you were on TikTok and it's the perfect time to try and talk to you? Can you make this make sense for me, Tracey?
Yeah, she's 30. My son is 28. He's not involved in this. He doesn't have kids, but she does allow him to be around the kids, but she keeps going and getting him out of jail. So I don't know.
What does that have to do with anything? Tracey?
Yep. I'm the one that needs to be yelled at because, I'm concerned about the safety of a child. So I need to be belittled and put down.
Well, it just depends on how you approached her in the conversation. Like I said earlier, most of the time, you get back what you give, Tracey.
Yep, that's exactly yep. That's what just happened. That's the only thing I was concerned. Yep. And so I need to be belittled and yelled at and put down. Because that's the type of mature we're dealing with here. Yeah. Yep. At least it's all caught here on live. No, the child's mother is 4 years older than this one, so she's 34. And she is in jail from the last we heard. I've had this child since he turned 8. 1 week before he turned 8 is when he was given to me. Yeah, the only thing I said was I am concerned. And that is what got me belittled, yelled at, put down, treated like I was nothing. Oh, you want to tell me how my daughter had a child, homeless, living in a vehicle? Oh no, you do? You want to tell me that the person that did that exact scenario is the one that's judging me right now?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Because she's the one that has stuck around. Not only for her own kid, but for her nephew too. But you are the one that comes and goes as you pleases, but wants to wave this magic, I have custody paper, whenever you want to be involved. I'm shaking my head over here, guys. You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head.
No, I am the matriarch of my family. I am the oldest living female. So to keep the child in my family, I took custody of this child. During the time...
That has nothing to...
that my camper got stolen from me by a boyfriend. Yeah, I did have provisions. I set everything up whenever I had the money. I was not going to have a child without a roof. But then I got a boyfriend, and he backed up to that camper, and you know how easy it is just to hitch right to it, and drove away to Mississippi. And so at that time, when I would be back in the tent, I went, oh no, how about Misty, you take Patrick, my nephew, or your nephew, for a little while I figure this out. And then it was kind of a snowball from there. Yeah.
So wait a minute. Earlier you said, when you did not have a roof for your grandson, that your daughter said that she's taking him and he's going to stay with her. Now you're saying that you asked her to take him because you didn't have anywhere for him a roof over his head. Which is it?
Yeah, after I had helped her save her child so that it wouldn't get taken while she was on the streets with a child, a 2-year-old, a toddler, yeah, a newborn. She had the baby in a house, in a bathtub in Colorado because she was homeless at the time.
Wow.
Yep, I did that. I went and got a place and said, okay, how about we don't lose this one? Yeah, yep. At the same time that my son did his quadriplegic running a car into a redwood tree and being life flighted 3 times, not once, but 3 times. Yeah, I buckled my ass up, got a house and called in favors and did all the things and stayed day after day for years with her child at home so that she could get on.
Got a house. You didn't already have a house. You got a house. So you're not the least bit stable, Tracey. Not the least bit. Why is that? Where were you living before you got this house? And why didn't you keep the house? Because you said that your boyfriend at the time hooked his truck up to your camper and drove away to another state. But you had your grandson. Again, you're not the least bit stable. I hope that this was a lesson to her daughter to get some sort of legal paperwork so she has guardianship, say-so, custody, whatever, over her nephew versus Tracey here. I really hope so.
On her feet and not lose that child and nobody ever take it from her. I protected her rights as a parent. I just naively thought that I had.
You protected her rights. Okay.
That support in my family. I naively thought that I had raised somebody on my values.
Well, it seems your daughter has her own values. And from the information you've put out in this 40 minutes of your life so far, that out of the 3 children that you have spoken about, your daughter that you're trying to say is not a good parent and a good person is the only one that A, has their children, and 2, not in and out of jail. So I kind of like her values, just from an outsider looking in. I'm glad she has her own values and not yours.
I don't know what to do. I guess the next thing I need to do is find another dead-end relationship to jump in.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah, I hear too. The screens are definitely what's raising the children.
Tracey, don't get it messed up, okay? If tablets, phones, computers, laptops, if all of that was a thing whenever I was little and your children were little, screens would have been raising them too. Okay? Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't know it was like that. I really didn't know it was like that. So yeah, up until this very point, I thought that there was total and full competence. I had no clue I had stuff to worry about here. Oh, I hope so, Miss Rita. But right now, it doesn't feel like that. Right now, it feels like I need a house and a job, ASAP, something that I can handle.
But there is so much for her to worry about with her daughter and her daughter's family right now that Tracey picks up 2 days after this live, picks up and leaves hitchhiking for 6 months.
Oh, well, I don't believe that. I believe that even your neighbor can be a device of the devil, so it doesn't need to be a computer that is assigned that. Hell, my stepbrother was my devil for a long
The hell are you talking about, Tracey?
time. Yep. I had an uncle and an aunt that used to put NyQuil in our bottles just to put half of us asleep while the other ones got to stay up and play.
Oh, what a devil! The devil they are! They let my cousins stay up and play while I had to go to sleep. How long did you suck on a bottle, Tracy? They put NyQuil in our bottles, so half of us would go to sleep while the other half stayed up and played. A, how long did you suck on a damn bottle? And two, does that make them the devil? God almighty.
Yeah, so anything can be the devil. Anything. Even your very own next of kin can temporarily embody that. It is a spirit of and not a manifestation of.
Wow.
Yeah, I have $15, no, $16 because Terry donated $15 this morning.
Oh, here comes the bag, y'all. Let's watch.
So I have a total of $16. No vehicle, no anything.
And whose fault is that?
Because I lose. Because I lose, Pamela. Because it doesn't matter if you have the best heart in this world.
It doesn't buy you things. A good heart does not give you a place to live and a car to drive and food to eat and a bed to lay in. You still have to work for what you want and what you need. It's life.
It doesn't matter if all you wanted to do was make sure that somebody's okay. Nope. What matters is if you have money. That's all that matters in this world. If you have money, then you can get a house. If you have money, then you can get a lawyer. If you have money, you can have a car. But if you've been broken, kiss all that goodbye. Yeah, well, I'm not anymore. Yeah, none of this would have happened if I hadn't had to run from the marriage I put 14 years into. But then again, staying alive is pretty important, or else you don't get to continue, do you? I can't believe I'm sitting here with 2 restrictions.
I can't believe you're sitting here saying none of this would have happened if I didn't run from my marriage. What did you say, 14 years? Why? Because you didn't want to take care of yourself after that? What is it? I'm not understanding. You could have had anything and everything in life, but here's the catch. Here's the catch, Tracy. You got to work for it. Yeah, you do.
On my account just because I'm having a bad day. I mean, even if the child is fine, she called and checked on him and he's still there at the hotel. Why would my
question is, or would have been, is he having a good time with his brother? How are they getting along? They obviously missed each other. How are they together? That's what I would want to know.
being concerned? Why would my own child, the 30-year-old, why would they treat me that way if I have stood by them to make sure that they never lost theirs?
Standing by somebody and supporting somebody is not making sure that they don't lose their child. Babysitting your granddaughter while your daughter works is not making sure they don't lose their child. Tracy, you're giving yourself way more credit than you deserve right now.
I'm pushing a man to that. I'm not the one pushing the only income in this house to that.
How dare you? You know, if her daughter would have seen the things that she says in this live stream, she probably wouldn't have welcomed her home a couple weeks ago. She probably wouldn't have fixed that van and cleaned it and did all the things to it so she would have somewhere to live. How dare you?
The van isn't mine. Right now I'm in a fight with the person that has the title. So at this point in time, I have a backpack. It doesn't have anything. Insurance tags. I cannot leave. I thought that he was in good hands and good company until questions about his security and safety are what pushes somebody overboard. That tells me right there that that's not what they're looking at.
You should have said, I cannot leave because I am the matriarch of the family, the oldest living female. And I have custody of my 12-year-old grandson, and he needs me, so I can't leave. Right? That's what she should have said. Instead, I'm not sure that this kid is going to be safe with my daughter, so I can't leave. Sounds like she really cares, huh, guys?
I don't know how to accomplish that, Puff Puff. I don't know how to not accomplish it too. Like, I thought I was free to just go be me and be a grandparent, and then I graduated, and it was fine because she was raising.
And why would you think that? Because you have custody of your grandson. You see how this is not making sense, guys? You are not a stable person to have custody of this boy, Tracey. You want to live your life and not take care of anybody else. So why not, if you have custody, to sign over said custody to your daughter, so you have nothing to worry about.
A family here, and she would look after him like she would her own, but she won't even let her own daughter stay the night at her dad's house. In 9 years has never let her stay the night with her dad. But yet these strangers pull up in town and she lets her nephew, my grandson, stay there. Oh, because she's talked to them before on the phone. She's hung out with them in person twice. That means they're safe. Totally safe. They're vetted by the CPS. Nobody that goes through CPS could be bad. There's not stories about Allie everywhere. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. That's right. There are stories about Allie Carter and her telling us about what the hell is going on out here. Oh no, I'm totally sober. Yep, that sober. Even if it wouldn't have been by choice, it is. It's just that one parental figure decided that they are queen over everything and that only their word matters. And yet there are two of us.
Yes, because they, aka your daughter, the only one that has been there, should have the say-so over this child. Because you've not been around. You come and go as you please, Tracey. Quit acting like you have been there the 4.5 years that you supposedly have had custody of this boy. Stop it. Your daughter has been there. Your daughter has been there when he's sad and when he's sick and whenever he falls and scrapes his knee and all the good things too. The birthdays, all the things. Your daughter's been there for all of that, not you. So yes, she should have the say-so. My question is, who do you think you are to come in from God knows where, being gone God knows how long, and think you should have say-so? That's my question. I mean, am I wrong, guys? Let me know.
Involved in this. I need to go make sure that other door is shut. It's kind of cold in here. The blatant disrespect about our children, and whenever I was watching her child, the demand of this is how it's done, this is my child, I get to say, and I did that. And then now that
because she did not want her daughter raised the way she was raised. And just because you think, or you're telling us at least, that you did everything right and you protected them to the fullest as children, obviously not. She has the right and the choice to raise her child and her nephew the way she wants to.
she was on the other foot, the disrespect that is going on is just crap. It is my job, whether he is in my custody or not, for me to question, is this child safe? Every freaking adult should question, is this child safe? Whenever you have a child and you're going to go out to go river rafting, the first question is, will this child be safe? Because that is the innocent that we are charged.
My first question, if you want to take a child river rafting, can they swim? How well do they swim? That would be my first question. Of course, safety is going to be number one, especially in a situation like that. But can they swim?
Charged with protecting. That is the utmost important question of all of it. Anybody's child. Yeah, man, I thought I was free and clear. I could just finally go be me and live my life. And now it seems like that is not what I need to do. What I need to do right now is
Again, why would you think that with custody of a 12-year-old boy? Why would you think that you'd be free and clear to live your life as you want to?
to get a house, a car, and an income. And I need
Yeah. That's what you should have been done.
to just walk away with this child. I'm the only one with the paper that says so.
Oh, I'm going crazy here, y'all. I'm going crazy. Is she serious right now?
He's 12. He'll be 13 in September. So 12 and a half.
And isn't it strange that she pops back into this child's life right before his 13th birthday? It is September. Here we are. Is that just like another drawback for you? Oh, I have custody of my grandson. I'm the matriarch of the family, the longest living female ever alive. And I can't get him anything for his birthday. And people start throwing money at you? Is that what this was about, Tracey? Seems like it to me.
I didn't know that this would even be a thing. And if you're making bad decisions once every 9 years, your track record isn't really that bad. Just saying the truth. The only reason why this child is in Missouri is because I'm in Missouri and have a paper that says he can be. Other than that, he belongs in Louisiana. That's where he's from. That's where his mother's from. It's where his dad is from. His other grandmother is there. His entire lineage is in Louisiana. But he doesn't get to choose a parent to stay with because, well, as far as I know right now, she's in jail still over the same drug circumstances that everybody is being afflicted by, this meth and fentanyl crap.
And in your eyes, that makes her a bad person, right, Tracey?
And since there isn't another adult, there can't be co-parenting.
Co-parenting. So you're saying co-parenting in the fact that your daughter takes care of this child and you come and go as you please, but you still want to make all the decisions, the important decisions when it comes to said child. Is that the kind of co-parenting that you want, Tracey?
He has had stability. I was working under the assumption
Thanks to your daughter. No thanks to you.
that my daughter and I were raising these kids, you know, as a family. I didn't know that was not what was going on. Until recently, I had no clue that the disdainment was a legitimate feeling in this dynamic. I can't believe she really stood out there on the porch and went, "All right, I called. There, huh?" And I'm like, "What? He's fine. I seen him on video. It's fine. See, all he needs is underwear." And I'm like, good thing I'm on live. Good thing I'm on live and that you can't flip this around again. What?
Good thing. Because if it doesn't happen on TikTok, it don't happen at all. Right, Tracey?
Yeah, I did actually think that I could just go be me and live my life. Yep. I really did think that I could place my grandson in his aunt's house where they're already raising a family with her daughter. If you look back at my videos, you'll see me putting together a camper after my boyfriend had taken off with my camper. There was this, my daughter found a $200 camper that was just all torn to crap. And man, I tore that thing apart and rebuilt it with pallet wood and every inch of my fiber trying to put it together to get me a place to have my grandson with me. The property got sold. I had to sell the camper to get rid of it, even though I had done so much work to it. My grandson came back here, stayed with my daughter and her daughter, because they had a place because she got her an old man to pay for everything.
Are you serious right now, Tracey? Because she found her an old man to pay for everything. How about she found a partner in life that loves her and loves her children, and they are building a life together? How about that? I sense a little bit of jealousy in your voice, Tracey. Because she found her a good man that's willing and wanting to take care of her and her children, and you couldn't have the same. All you've had is abusive and dead-end relationships. Your words from the hour and 12 minutes that I've been watching this. Those are your words. But how dare you put your jealousy aside and be happy that your daughter and her partner are building a good life together.
Thank you for the prayers. While I've been on the road this year. But this is where I always come back to too. So I took a 6-month vacation after raising my family, my daughter's family, getting her back on her feet, getting my son back on his feet after being a paraplegic, after rescuing my grandchild. I thought I had a safe place here for him with my daughter who I had helped. And boy, did that all just blow up, huh? Yeah, he was with me since he was 8. A week before he turned 8 is when I got him. So from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then he's been here for this year. Oh, thank you so much, John. That would be a blessing. I still don't know what I'm going to do with it because I don't know if I want to go get that van finished, the tags and stuff on it, if this is what I'm getting from it. Yes, whenever we got the house and he came from Oregon where he had his accident, my friend went and got him from up there, and I came down here and I was given a house, but it was trashed. People had lived in it and destroyed it, so I had to clean it out. It took me a week or so to clean it out and get it where we could just be in the first level, the first rooms of it. And then I finished scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing that house and carrying out all the extra overload stuff. And my daughter called and she said, well, since everybody's in a house, can we come and stay there too? Can I come there and stay with my daughter so we can try to get off of the streets? And I was like, yes, by all means, the house is big enough, come. And we sent her money to come. And she never paid our family members back. I paid them back. I had to pay them back $400 that she borrowed from them because I lost my family members because she did that. Yeah. But that's when she was much younger, and now her daughter is 9, or 8. She's about to be 9 in a week. And I just thought maturity had happened a bit more than what I see.
So it's all your daughter's fault, Tracey. It's all your daughter's fault that you lost your family, right? It's your daughter's fault that you can't go and live your life the way you want to. It's all your daughter's fault, right? You gave her a place when she needs it. Well, from where I'm standing, it looks like she's given you a place to live when you need it. You're on her land, living in a trailer. It's not the nicest, but you're still there. You're not sleeping outside. I can't believe how ungrateful. The gaslighting. Just the way she's talking about her daughter, right? I can't.
Yeah, he's about 95%. He's got one of his arms he can't lift past his shoulder, but that is the residual effect of it. And if he would stay off of the rugs and out of jail, yep, it would all be worth it. Yep.
If he would stay off of drugs and out of jail, what? What? I can tell how she looks at people who are in addiction, active, recovery, whatever. You look at us like we're less than you. Even though I'm the one living in my own house and drive my own car and buy my own food, and you can't. Funny, huh? Funny how life works that way.
But don't worry, he's not going to jail for those. The kid's mom went to jail for those. It's just theft. Yep, and still trusted more than I. It is. I thought I did my job. I raised my family. All I wanted to do was to take care of the responsibilities, and then I knew that life was mine again, and I could go figure out what I wanted to do in my life with this last bit of time that I have left, because I started so early. I ran away at 15. I was married at 16. I had my first child at 17. I was widowed by 19. And I just thought, something's going to give, and it's going to be, after I don't have so many dependents on me, it won't be so hard to live. It won't be so hard to figure out enough for everyone. But I don't really think that life is going to let that happen. She told me, well, you don't want to be here. You don't want to be an active member of this family. You don't want to be a grandma. I'm sorry.
That's what you show her. You're in and out of their lives, Tracey. That's exactly what you're showing her. That you do not want to be an active member of her family.
Wait a minute. So we all get dished out helpers that are called grandmas? Because I never got one of those. I never got one of those.
Neither did I. But you, from what you say, have custody of your grandson. But the way you act, by your daughter taking care of the child that you have custody of, and you going out and doing your life, you do your life, and you're upset that she told you how she felt, and I could see how she feels this way, that you do not want to be an active member of the family. You can't get mad at that, Tracey. You just can't.
While I was raising my kids, I know my kids don't remember having one because I didn't have one. I did it alone. It was just me. It was just me battling their dad that's 10 years older than me. It's just me. It's always just been me that did it. I don't really care about any of this. The crows are out. I need to count how many. Are you going to where Patrick is? Are you bringing Patrick back?
And, all you want to do is fucking argue.
No, I don't want to argue, Misty. I had a concern.
Our relationship is fucked. I know you just recorded our conversation.
Apparently already has been.
Holding your phone around, talking to it, and trying to stage some shit. And I'm done, dude. All you want to do is fucking have control over some shit. I'm done with it. Go tell your fucking TikTok family how you're fucking homeless again. Your van works. Can you do your own oil change?
Is the tags on it?
Go get your tags. I don't know.
Is the inspection done on it? No.
Well, maybe you should stop fucking being shitty to me, huh?
Right.
Huh?
Right? Maybe I should just let you drop the child off with whatever stranger you want to and not have a problem with it.
They're good people. I don't want to tell you, Mom.
You hear that? Do you hear what her daughter just said? She knows exactly. She knows who her mom is. She knows. And Tracey, you're a piece of shit for recording your daughter's conversations. I'm just going to say that. Just put that out there. Let's keep listening.
It would be okay. Hey, would you think maybe tomorrow you want to come over here and hang out and get to know them?
You texted me some shitty shit about how you're the only one that would embarrass us because you'd act like this, obviously.
Oh, yeah? I'm the one that would embarrass us. I'm the one that keeps having to get picked up.
What do you mean?
I mean, that was because you were bringing your brother.
No one was bringing DJ.
Dylan got here. I was in the bathtub. I said, well, where's DJ? He said, he's not here. I'm picking him up on the way out there.
I already figured it out, and he had it right here from Jesse.
But that is what I was told. So you want me to understand something that's different than what I was told?
I corrected you over text message. What'd you do? Ignore me. He'll be on red.
I left it alone, you mean?
You can't say, oh, sorry, I misunderstood.
No, I didn't misunderstood. I understood exactly what was said.
Apologize. That's so funny.
Apologize for what was told to me. For what was told to me. Face to face told to me.
I told Dylan you might need to pick up DJ. I don't know what's going on.
Apologize for what? Dylan is the one that needed to apologize for having it wrong. I didn't get it wrong. I asked what was told to me.
Dylan should apologize for shit.
Well, I asked what was told to me. I'm not the one that got the story wrong. I repeated it word for what was told to me.
Dylan should apologize for shit.
Well, I asked what was told to me. I'm not the one that got the story wrong. I repeated it word for word what was told. I'm not the one that got the story wrong. I repeated it word for word what was told.
But I corrected you.
And now you're like, but you're the one that would embarrass this.
No,
I told you what happened.
You said that.
What?
You said I'm the only one that would embarrass us. I haven't texted this.
You said I am an embarrassment.
Where's the phone? I didn't say that.
Oh, just because I texted it back to you doesn't mean you didn't say it with your voice.
That's so funny. I didn't say you were an embarrassment, but obviously you're going to go and act like this instead of just meeting them.
You didn't say, and this is why you're an embarrassment, because you would do stuff like this. That did not come out of your mouth.
You already know that you...
Is that what came out of your mouth?
Your mom.
Yes.
Something about like that.
Yes. So you did not say...
You can't get along with anybody, Mom. You've been fucking arguing with yourself all day. I don't even know.
Did you hear that? Her daughter said, you cannot get along with anybody. And from the little bit that I've been watching of Tracey lately, everywhere she goes, she has a problem. Everywhere she goes, she has an issue. Either with the services or the people or something. It's been a problem the whole time. So her daughter saying that just now makes me think that it's everybody. It's everywhere. She can't get along with anybody. Crazy.
This has me in it. This is something I should have been involved in.
When you come over here and you start fucking arguing over something stupid.
Are you kidding? A child's safety. That's the stupidity.
No, I said every
that I was worried about a child's safety.
No, every other day you come over here and start a fight with me. Like, you do this shit all the time. Like, well, you're the only person in my life that brings out this like, terrible yelling version of me. Like, nobody else disrespects me the way you do. And it's crazy, because, like, you're my mom.
And what?
And, like, you're
and I should have already earned respect by now?
Shit, Mom, you're fucking awful to me.
I am? Yeah. Oh my God, you and your child also came to my house too. I helped without holding it over you.
The worst version of you, but since then, things have gotten progressively crazier.
You mean since what? Since when? What did I start doing since then?
Okay, so now you have to be fucking extremist about everything?
What was the problem then?
That you're on pills.
Oh, what's the problem now? That I'm not?
Extremist.
Did you hear that? You were on pills. What was the problem then? You were on pills. That's why you couldn't keep a place to live. That's why you couldn't have anything stable, Tracey. See, now the good thing you recorded your daughter, right? I'm learning so much more about you.
Not that I won't respect, that I would like to be part of this
is like
child that I have signed for.
Every day the world's ending and every fucking thing is like, I don't even, it's fucking exhausting, Mom. I'm tired of fighting all the time, man. And I'm tired of you exploiting our fucking problems for your stupid ass fucking 5 followers who give you some money. Fuck all that. I don't care. I don't care how fucking famous you think you are.
Misty, I didn't even want to be here for 6 months. It took nothing to get me to be out. Nothing. It would have taken nothing to lend a hand and help.
What?
It would have taken nothing to lend a hand and help me.
Help you with what?
To get out.
Yeah, what?
Dizzy. Here, Misty.
What the fuck do you mean? I have lent a fucking hand.
I mean, it's been 6 months. I've had the money to go do the license thing for how many times?
Yeah,
but there was never time to go do that. There's only time to run back and forth to everywhere else for everyone else, but not me. Not to help me.
You don't want to go most days that we can go, and you'll be like, oh, well, we could have.
There's only Tuesday. There's only two.
I'm listening to Mickey Mouse's commentary through some of this as well. And she says that Tracey does not have a driver's license. You can't go and get a car legal, Tracey, without a license because you have to have insurance to do the registration, to do this, to do that. You have to have a license at the end of the day. And Mickey Mouse says that somebody told her that Tracey says that she doesn't think she needs a driver's license unless she is driving a commercial vehicle. Girl, has Tracey never had a driver's license before? Because chances are she's never driven a commercial vehicle. So oh my gosh.
No, it's not. We've already talked about that in other cities around here.
Misty.
Did they do it on different dates?
6 months.
Okay, when do you ever want to go? Like,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man. Like, I'm like, well, let's do this week. You're like, oh, I didn't even have my social or whatever. You got your social. Like, I don't know. Tell me something. I just can't keep having you fucking treat me like this shit. It feels crazy. Like, I don't understand.
It does. It really does. It feels crazy that after 30 years of catching everybody, that I am the one treated like this.
Be an asshole to me and
That's what it feels like. That after 30 years of catching everybody, that I am being treated like this.
You just want to treat everybody else like this.
Her daughter told it like it was. She gave her the business, y'all, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Oh no, I was told to get the fuck out. I was told to never come back.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Your daughter didn't say, get the fuck out and never come. No, ma'am. Those words never came out of her mouth, Tracey. No, no, no. You want to leave. You want to run away again. That's not what your daughter said. Nothing even remotely close to that came out of her mouth.
I didn't even realize the stupid phone was on.
You knew the phone was on, Tracey. You looked at your screen before you laid it down. You made sure you were live. Don't lie. Just stop. Stop.
As soon as I don't know, it shut the whole live down. I don't know why it shut down. Crap. Fuck, I don't want to do any of this. I don't know what to do. The last message I seen was it's really hard to be a content creator. I would not consider this a content creator. I haven't even made $10 in the past 3 weeks. Say that you lied. I said you aired our dirty laundry.
That's exactly what you do, though. Hence the conversation that you just recorded.
If anybody has a spare car and a house to go with it, I could use one right now.
All right, y'all. I'm done with Tracey. There's about 20 minutes left in this video, and I can't make myself listen to any more of it. She's disgusted me and pissed me off so bad. I can't listen anymore. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe if you're not. Hit the thumbs up, and I'll see everyone in the next video.